This is Andy with QualityStocks. Today's Tuesday, March 8th, 2011, and today we're going to take a look at Parker Drilling. This is a New York Stock Exchange stock, trading our ticker PKD. See a great move here off a double bottom. That would be a good buy opportunity. Support level held, took off since then. Roughly a 40% move. Seeing some retraces. See it gets outside of those Bollinger Bands. Talk about this all the time, trying to pull back inside of them at this point. Right now I'm going to look for things like right through here. You can see a nice uptrend. You can see how back in the beginning of February the stock consolidated sideways. MACD approached the signal line, took off again. We're going to look for that sort of thing to happen again. If it wants to dip lower, we'll identify some support and resistance levels. Similar look to the PPO. ADX in a strong uptrend. See breaking through 40 at this point. A little bit of selling going on the last 2 days. It's got the MFIs retracing. We're going to look for that hold over top of 50 with the long terms, the red and gold lines, 14 and 21. 7 moves a lot faster. It may come down and dip below it. We'll look for the 14 and 21 to hold over 50. It's an overall bullish look to the chart if that holds. Very nice uptrend overall in the accumulation distribution. See more recently a strong uptrend as well. Again, in a bit of a retrace, what will look to happen here is just make a higher low. But on any upward movement, we'll look for it to take out that top and continue its upward momentum. Shaking money flow still holding in the green. Selling pressure over that 20 periods is still favoring the buy side. CCI also retracing. Again, we'll look for the key component of holding the middle part of that indicator. Retraces happen. It's healthy for the chart. They can't just continue to go straight up. They'll need to retrace, consolidate. You look for the things like the middle areas of the indicators to hold to maintain a bullish look to the overall chart. You also look for overall uptrends, higher lows to be made, continue the channel upward. Full still, very similar position, same mentality. Nice look, the tricks still channeling upward. Again, any sort of retrace, look for the higher low for the upward channel to continue. As I mentioned, RSIs are in a retrace. It's a New York Stock Exchange stock. The Dow did get beat up a little bit yesterday. See Parker suffered right along with it. Closed down 1%. Plenty of liquidity in this stock, 1.1 million shares traded. I look to identify certain things on this. On any sort of deep retrace, look for $4.80 to hold as support. Stocks that make strong moves like this, I typically will look for the fibs, identify high to low points, and then I'll see how price per share support ties in with the Fibonacci's. And you can see that 481 is a 50% pullback. That's basically dead on the support level. Any pullback to that area should hold strong. It's also going to correlate with this 50-day moving average, which has made a golden cross back here. It's trying to turn the 200-day now. You can see it's starting to put an uptrend to it. As the 50-day continues upward, it's going to tie in with that 480 as well. So if this does make a deep pullback, technical traders will certainly be looking at that area. This $5 mark, which is a psychological support resistance level, should also come into play. One thing I always pay attention to, I've mentioned this in many videos, is this pink line. It's a 10-day moving average. Technical traders will trade by that. If it wants to come down, dip below it, hold the support level, and then make a move back over that 10-day. From a technical standpoint, that would be dropping a buy signal because the share price tends to continue upward when that sort of thing happens. If you were to scale this out, this is a 9-month chart. I try and keep it somewhat so it's visible. If you were to scale this back a little bit farther, you'd see this $5.65 area is an area of resistance historically for the chart. That area runs from $5.65 up to around $5.85. So that's going to be a key resistance level. And in many cases, what needs to happen if the chart's going to try and take out a substantial resistance area, these charts need to reset themselves so it can almost gather steam and then make another run at it. Let's look for this to try and consolidate right around here. Any immediate upward movement, try and knock out this resistance, make a new high, and try and take out 585. On any sort of pullback, let's look for it to hold these two key areas of 481 and $5, and then try and continue its upward trend from there forward. Overall, though, chart's still looking very bullish. Some definitive resistance and support levels are defined. Volume is good, so this chart's certainly one to keep on radar to see if it's going to continue this upward push. As always, it's merely my interpretation of the Parker Drilling chart. This is Andy with QualityStocks. Thank you for watching and trade smart.